Welcome, everyone, to a special edition of the Difference Makers Show. It's a Let's Get Well Rollin' program. I'm Lynn Sanders, and I am so grateful that you are all here today to send loving energy, healing, and prayers, and all your positivity to our dear, dear friend, Roland Takaoka. I just learned yesterday that he had a stroke on Sunday, and he's in intensive care at a California hospital. I was very, very upset, and I thought, what could I do to help him? And this is where I needed your help, and you are coming right up, stepping up to the plate, and I'm so grateful. I thought the best thing would be for all of us to come together, and I need your help now to write a comment in our comment stream, any message you want to keep Roland cheered up and to lift his spirits. I am also really grateful to have two co-hosts who've been helping me and a wonderful social media marketing assistant. I want to welcome Lowell Ann Fosang, who is here, and also Erin Avila, who have both worked with Roland closely. And I want to thank Elaine Nieberding, who is here, who's helped me so much in promoting this program, which was put together at the very last minute. So we're all going to share our thoughts about how we got to know Roland, and any special message. I want you to speak directly to the camera, just like you're speaking to Roland. And his wife, Barbara, will be sharing this recorded program with him as soon as he's able to listen. So we're going to start first with Lowell Ann, and then with Erin, and then we have a special treat, a sound healer who was a guest on our past show, Shira Hunt, who's going to start us off in a very healing, positive way. So let's go first to Lowell Ann. Thank you, Lowell Ann.
Oh, thanks, Lynn. So this message is from me to Roland. Roland, what you've done here is brought this whole community together, and this is part of what you've always stood for. It's been all about relationships and all about community. And as I look at who's in the film strip here right now, and others who have been adding comments to Lynn's webpage, it just reminded me of the early days of Hangouts on Air. Here, you've brought us all together again. So please do keep the positive thinking going, and we look forward to connecting with you within our community again.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Lola. And now Erin Avila, co-host with Roland on Stroke TV, a program that has something like 3,000 followers. Erin, would you share your thoughts to Roland?
Oh, I know exactly what it's like to be you, because I'm a professional stroke survivor like you. I want you to know, Roland, I love you. I send we as a community, as you have taught me, relationships building is everything. It is the real marketing. It's when you build relationships. And I want to just say I love you. And I want you to know I'm there with you, bro. I'm there by your side, spiritually with you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Erin. That's so meaningful. We all love you so much. I want to turn now to Shira Hunt, who is a very, very special friend. Go ahead, Shira.
Thanks for having me, Lynn. And thank you all for being present. This is so incredible. Roland is an amazing guy. And I'm here because I'm going to help set the tone for what we're all coming here to do, which is to gather together for Roland, to bring him love, to bring him some high energy, to help spur him on his journey in whatever direction that's taking him right now. So I am a sound healer. I don't do the healing, I use the sound. This is one of my favorite instruments. This is called a crystal lyre. And this is what I'm actually going to use today to set the sound. I've been really blessed to have a deep connection with Roland And Roland has helped develop my website through my partner. And he and I worked together for quite a while in treatment in sound with Roland. And so I'm really grateful to be able to bring this to Roland. And Roland, I want you to know, you know my heart's desire for you. It's the same as it's always been, buddy. I want you to get up out of that bed and walk out of that hospital. That's always been my heart's desire for you. If anything but that comes, you know, you can fall safely in the frequency realm with me. I will hold you safely and honor and respect anything that you take on in your life. I'm here for you. So right now, what I'd like to do is ask everyone center and to begin to send from your heart what it is you'd like Roland to feel. And I'm going to play a little piece of music to uplift Roland and to support him on his journey from this point forward. I love you, Roland.
Thank you. Thank you. Sheer, that was beautiful. Sheer, that was beautiful. I'm hearing a little echo here. Hopefully it won't stay. There it's away. Thank you so much. So everyone listening, I want you to know that we're going to invite all of you to come in one at a time. So if you, I hate having to have to say, Sheer, you have to leave because it was just so gorgeous. It was so beautiful. I just loved it.
I'm good. I'm looking for that. I'm looking for that little red phone right now.
Yeah, so it's at the very top of the screen. Shira's going to drop out, and we're going to let people who like to join us. Roland, did you say something?
I just wanted to mention somebody put a message for Roland in the text of this video that will not record. So if you want to send a message to Roland, put it on the Difference Makers website, the VCP page in the comment stream.
Thank you. That's a good point. So go to differencemakersmedia.com and go to our show tab and then put your comment in the comment stream right there. Okay, would you raise your hand who would like to go next? Roland, I don't know. I think Roland has dropped out for some reason, but okay. Who would just raise your hand? Anyone? Do you want me to call? Okay, Elaine. Yeah, I don't want to have to call. Okay, Elaine. Thank you.
Roland is such a sweet soul. Whenever we watched Roland, we felt his purity and kindness of heart. When getting to know him, I wanted to make sure I said his name right. And so it occurred to me, Takaoka had the same kind of emphasis and number of syllables as hallelujah. So I would often sing Takaoka, Takaoka. And if and when Roland gets to hear this now, I hope he feels my love, my hallelujah of love coming out to him as I say, Roland Takaoka, I love you, we love you, and love moves mountains. Peace on the journey you're making in the days ahead.
Oh, that is so beautiful. Thank you, Elaine. I can feel that love energy. You know, we all have energy within us, and Roland knows that. And I don't want to say if, but I want to say when he hears this program, he's going to feel the love coming to him from all over the world, whether people are on the camera or just sending comments. So.
And we know that Roland is in love with music. So that's great that you brought in some music, Elaine.
Yes, thanks, Elaine. That was wonderful. Okay, we're going to move forward. Who would like to be next? Thanks, Elaine. Okay, we have, I just saw you. Can you introduce yourself for us? I'm going to click on your image. Alana?
Okay, I'll go next. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, beautifully.
Okay. I would just like to say that Roland, I met Roland, I don't think it's been that long. I think it's only been maybe a little over a year. And I met him through Lowlands group on Tuesdays. And Roland is such an inspiration because he's always smiling. He's always happy, no matter what's going on. He's always happy. He's always inspirational. He always has wonderful ideas. I always love the direction he comes from in our conversations. And I just wanted this opportunity to give back to him from the conversations that I've had with him. Anyway, Roland, I just want to send you peace. I want to send you love, and I want to send you white light to get you out of that bed.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We all need you back.
It's true. Thank you, Alana. You know, just to add to that, Alana, when Roland has been my wingman for years, without pay, on my program that we've been doing for usually for nothing, and most people never know that he is in a wheelchair. I don't make it a public statement. He doesn't acknowledge it all the time, and you only see the top half of his body, so you don't know that half of his body is not able to move. But you are so right. He is the most positive person of anyone I've ever met. So I am so glad.
I had no idea that he had even had a stroke because I never knew I never knew that about him. He told me that he had a stroke, but I didn't know it until he told me. So, I mean, he has, like I said, he's been a huge inspiration to me, and I've missed seeing him in Lowlands group each week.
Well, thank you. Well, this just happened on Sunday, but I appreciate your thoughts and caring. It's beautiful. I know he would never know because he's so positive that he had 3 strokes in the past, but now, you know, we're going to focus on getting him through this one together. Thank you. So
and I want to add, just so that we all get this sense of the breadth of our community. Alana is in Ireland.
Oh my God, Alana, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Thank you. Wow.
And that's one of the things I really appreciated about Roland is that when I first met him, he contacted me right after one of the calls that I was on with him and offered his assistance and his help. And I just found that invaluable. He's just such an inspiration, and it's wonderful the way he shares himself. I just think he's wonderful for that. I really do.
Thank you. Yeah, he's all about giving.
He really is. He really is. And if I can give a prayer, a thought, anything I can give to him from here, happy to do it.
Thank you. Would you be willing, all of you here, please post a comment on the Common Stream page, not in the Hangout here, but he will see it. So it's on the Difference Makers Media page on the event. Please write some comment because he will see that. All right. So if you want to drop out to let other people in, Elaine or Alana, if you, I'd love having you here, but I want to see if we can still invite people.
I'm happy to drop out. I just want to grab the name of that website again real quick.
It's differencemakersmedia.com. And you'll look at the top where it says Our Show and click on it, and you'll see the tab that says Get Well, Roland Takaoka.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and drop out to let other people come in. So thank you very much for setting this up. And Roland, let's see you back here soon.
Thank you. Thank you all for being here. Okay, I would like to ask Heidi. I see your hand went up, Heidi. Would you introduce yourself and tell us where you're coming from?
Hörnlein, I'm in Italy, and I know Roland for ages. I think 4 or 5 years. We met first in a group with Karen Ting. There was a challenge. We had to every day write or make photos. I don't remember anymore. And I think, Barbara, you were there too in this group. And I got to know Roland because he wrote always long texts. And they were interesting. And then it went on and on. He was in this group of the first show makers on Google Hangouts. And so we met a lot, and we exchanged the ideas. And then later also with Lowell Ann. And it was a group, very inspiring group, which he was a fundamental part of, and he hopefully will be again, of excursions in the possibility of technology. And then about a year or 2 ago, he invented this plug-in, you know, and he spent so much time with us to tell us how it works and to give us the possibility to have these comments on our websites. It's so great. And, you know, Roland, you never got tired of it. You connected with us also privately, and it was so great. I sometimes thought, how can you do that all the time, to connect with so many people and give away so many things? When do you do your work? I was thinking sometimes. So I knew about your condition and that it was very difficult, and I always admired that a lot, I have to say, because how can you be so shiny and so, shiny, I don't know if that's the right word, luminous, to give away this joy and this enthusiasm when you have such a difficult personal situation. And actually, I think you know how to overcome this one too, and you will. And I wish you all the best, and your force you have, your courage, and your, how is that, this power which you have. And it will bring you up on your feet, and that you can walk out of the hospital again very, very soon. And I hope then we will do some other shows. Okay, bye-bye.
Oh, that is so beautiful. Thank you, Heidi. From Italy, Ireland, Italy, for the United States. Thank you. Obviously, Roland has touched so many lives, and you're right. He is so positive that he inspires all of us just to reach into our highest potential. That's what I feel. Elaine wanted to share some of the comments from Facebook, so I'm going to turn to Elaine for a moment, and then the people here can raise your hand. Thank you, Heidi.
Isn't it amazing how video has united us? We've each had, some desire to connect with other people through video. And while some people, including me, kind of left the Google Plus community, some people have still connected over on Facebook. So from Jim Sharp says, Roland, I hope you are okay. Diane McDowell says, sending prayers, angels, and love to Roland. May he be blessed with healing angels and feel the love surrounding him. Ross Boundy said, praying hard for his swift healing. My heart is aching that he's experiencing another stroke. Surrounding Roland Takaoka and his family and friends with love and healing. Jeff Dodd said, infinite blessings to Roland, because he's an awesome guy. John Jerkowitz says, prayers. And then there already are a good collection of comments on your Difference Makers Media website. And so I have those if at another point you want me to read some of those.
Okay, thanks.
To do that too.
Thanks. All right, let me ask, who would like to be next? Can you wave your hand? One of the people on the screen there. Okay, I see Fred's hand. Fred, can you introduce yourself and where you're from and how you know Roland?
Yes, I'm Fred Jones. I'm in Victoria, British Columbia on the west coast of Canada. And I met Lowell Ann only after I met Roland. I went to California in June and I had not met anyone on Lowell Ann's podcast or hangout personally until I met Roland. It was June the 14th, I think, on a Thursday. I actually have a photograph of him and myself and Barbara, and I'll try and share that because that was a special day.
That'd be great.
The whole day.
Yes.
So let me see if I can
you know how to
share
do
my
the screen.
Yeah, and it was on, let's see, share the screen. Hopefully you can see it now. You should see a picture of Roland.
I don't, oh, there. Yeah. I seem to be in the screen too. I don't know how to do this.
I'll just minimize
there it is.
that.
There it is.
Okay.
Great.
So that was the day on, I believe, Thursday, June the 14th of this year. I was in California and I drove to Roland's. We had a fantastic day. And as everyone knows, Roland is the most positive person you can ever meet. And in spite of, as you know, he's had a stroke, can only use the left side of his body, but you would never know it unless you ultimately found out. And then you realize how positive he is. And we had a great day. This was a meal that Barbara, who's obviously sitting in the picture as well, brought after work, and we sat and had some lovely Chinese food, which, and you can see by the smile on his face and my face and Barbara's face, we had a great time. I almost spent probably about 8 hours with him that day. So wow. It brings back fond memories, and we do need him back because he is the most positive, inspirational person you ever meet. And he helped me as he has helped many other people with my website. And I only spoke to him last week, in fact, or no, it was about a week and a half ago. We were speaking about microphones, which is one of his specialities. But he has many skills, and it is his positive personality that we can, all relate to, because he is an inspirational person. So I wish him lots of love and laughter, because he was always full of laughter. And I hope to see him soon. We need, as Ilana said, we need him back as soon as possible.
Hear that, Roland? You better get back soon. Thank you, Fred. Thank you so much.
And I hope everybody noticed in the off to the right in that picture was Roland's desk arrangement where he spent a lot of his time. So it's kind of neat to see that off in the corner.
Definitely. Thanks for sharing that, Fred. That's great. Thank you.
I'll leave now. Hopefully someone else might want to join, and there's limited numbers. So
thank you.
Thanks for doing this, Lynn. Thank you very much.
It's my pleasure. I'm so grateful to all of you to making this happen together, So I'm going to ask someone else to raise their hand. Who would like to speak next? Okay. Barbara, would you tell us who you are, where you're from? And unmute yourself, please, because there you go. Hi, Barbara.
Hi there. Roland and I met on LinkedIn. Excuse me.
Barbara, quick. Will you tell us where you're from, Barbara?
What's that?
Where are you from?
Northern California, Paradise.
Okay.
Live in Paradise. How about that?
That's great. So tell us.
And at times it is, and at other times it isn't. But anyhow, he and I met on LinkedIn, and the positivity is what connected us right away. And from there went to his early trials at the online hangouts and that. I was with him for several months, each Saturday on Saturday morning marketing Smarties. And then finally some of the others came in and it got a little more technical than what I'm able to do. And so they took over at that point. But we spent a lot of fun time and you know, Roland, I need you. He's my guru for the websites and all of that, and as he is with a lot of people. And I enjoy when we talk online. A lot of times on Hangout, his wife will walk through, and so we wave at each other, both Barbaras. And so a lot of fun that way. And I want to wish Roland speedy recovery, and come on back to us as soon as you can. So that's probably about all I can think of.
Thank you, Barbara. I know he's going to love hearing your message. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye-bye. We have another guest who hasn't said a word. Lynn, would you introduce yourself, unmute yourself, and let us know where you're from and how you know Roland?
Sure. I'm in Michigan, U.S. Roland and I go back a pretty long ways, and I got to say thank you, Lynn, for hosting this. And it's really good to see all these other folks. I just saw someone else pop up there.
Great.
Molly.
Hi, Molly. She's also okay.
I was going to come in with the Takaoka song, but Elaine beat me to it. I remember when that happened. That was such a fun time. But I really don't have much else to say except that Roland has been a huge influence on me and building my confidence. Even though most of you haven't seen me actually online anytime, I do a lot of behind the scenes stuff and a lot of research. So that's about it. Roland, we do need you, so get back here soon. And me and all of the other unicorns, we're pulling for you.
Thank you. You know, just saying that is enough. You don't have to have a long dissertation, because Roland's going to appreciate that you even made the effort to step out. Mm-hmm. And thank you for saying that. I want you to know it's not always easy, as you know, to be on camera, but if you think of the purpose, then that can move you forward, right?
That's what brought me here today, right?
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm sure Roland will love hearing your words. So we're going to move forward. We have a new guest who you know as well and who has been with Roland a lot, Molly Youngblood. I haven't seen you in a long time. Will you tell us your name, where you're from, and how you know Roland? Can you
Sure.
Take off? Are you able to? Can we see you, or is it not possible?
I actually have family members running around in the background, so that's why I have my camera turned off.
Oh,
but
okay.
My name's Molly Youngblood. I'm out of Jacksonville, Florida, and I know Roland from the Saturday Morning Marketing Smarties show, where I used to be a guest. And Roland had a big impact on my life in terms of being able to share information about Google and some of the best practices that business owners can use. It was a great opportunity for me to share some information with him and with Karen and other people like Elaine and yourself and everyone who watched the Saturday Morning Marketing Smarties show. I'm really heartbroken to hear that Roland has taken ill, and been saying a lot of prayers for him, hoping for his recovery. So But I can say that it was a great opportunity to be on the Saturday Morning Marketing Show. We had a lot of great shows, different variety of topics of different things that business owners can do to succeed online. One of the things that I always remember that Roland talked about was the trifold, meaning, you have your website, you have your marketing and YouTube, in terms of a business owner being able to. So that's one of the takeaways I took from being on that show and learned from him. So
beautiful. Well, I want you to take a moment now, Molly. I don't know if you could. I don't mind seeing your family. If you wouldn't mind putting your camera on so we could see your face, I'd love that. Even for a minute, just speak. There you are. Hey, that's much better.
I've got my Google shirt on.
It's okay. So could you just say something directly to Roland right now? So when he's hearing you, he'll be able to hear your message to him.
Yeah, sure. So my message to Roland would be that it was a great opportunity to be on the Saturday Morning Marketing Smarties. I learned a lot from you guys, and I learned a lot from him. And it was one of those things that it just kind of happened. I started watching the show, and then I got invited to be on the show, and then it became a regular weekly thing for, gosh, I think it was about 2 years or 2.5 years that we did the show. And it got to be a pretty standard thing for me to wake up on Saturday and get excited about being on the show. So, I had to kind of break off because I had other things going on.
Sure.
I've had a lot of things happen in the last 6 months, but it's one of those things that it was a great opportunity. I'm really glad that Roland took the time to host the Saturday Morning Marketing Smarties, because I think it helped a lot of people out.
Yes, definitely. Thank you, Molly. Thank you for coming and being so authentic and coming out behind, in front of the camera and sharing everything. You're right.
Sure.
It touches a lot of lives continually. So glad you brought up the Saturday Morning Marketing Smarties show. Thank you. Have a great day, and thank you again. Please put a comment on the Difference Makers Media page under the Our Show tab, because I know you'd love to see that in writing too. Thanks.
Perfect.
Okay, take care.
Thank you.
And now we have a new, Roland, go ahead.
I was just going to say that we've pretty well, all the people that were invited ahead of time have shown up. And there is Sherry Elise who said, how can I get on? So I'm wondering, maybe I can just put the link on your page right now. So I'll do that right now.
I would do that.
Okay.
So we can invite now anyone who would like to come in. You'll send the link, and I'd like to move over to, is this George, I think, who's here?
Oops. Yes, it is. Hi, Lynn. How are you doing?
Hi, George. You tell us who you are, where you're from.
Oh, yeah. I'm George Mycroft. I'm speaking from the big island of Hawaii now, but we were living in Tennessee when Roland and I connected. I'm an old seafarer, so what I'd like to say to Roland, based on my experience, is you never know where the ship's going to end up. You think you're going one direction, and then somebody changes the orders, and you alter course and head off to a new port. So, Roland, wherever you're going, you're loved and appreciated. Thank you. And as they say in Hawaii, shaka, it means we love you. It's part of being ohana. Thank you.
Thank you, George. That was beautiful. I love that. Shaka, the dog does that. So while we are waiting for some Sherry to come in, I was going to ask Elaine, you said there are some comments in the comments. Would you be kind of to share them?
Yeah, I was able to collect and print out the comments that were up on the website up until the broadcast. So Anna from the Wellness Universe said, hello, Roland. This is Anna, sending my love and prayers to you, my friend. God is with you, and may all the divine blessings of healing be yours. And so it is. On behalf of myself, Sherry, and our team, be well. Michael Daniels says, prayers sent to Roland. Please get well soon. Monica Schmidt says, all the best wishes of love and healing energy to you, Roland, from all of us all around the world. Mark Barris sent a message too. He said, Roland, looking forward to seeing your smiling face again very soon. You are such a great man, and we are all sending love your way. George Stewart also sent a message. Yo, Roland, it's a shortish flight from California to Hawaii. Oh, is this the same George?
Yeah, probably.
Cheers to amazing good health and head over this way. It's time to connect properly. Love you, fella. So I guess George got a double dose of wishes sent his way.
Elaine, I'm going to have you pause for a minute. We just have a wonderful visitor from Australia here. I wonder if Roz Boundy. Is that pronounce your name correctly, Roz? Or no? Uh-oh, I don't see you now. You disappeared.
Everybody else.
Uh-oh. There you are.
I'm back again, am I?
Yes. And we have
Great.
Sandy visiting. Hi, Sandy.
Hi.
So let's start with Roz. Can you tell us who you are, where you're from, and how you know Roland? And then a message to Roland.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Roz Boundy. I'm from South Australia, and it's the middle of the night here. So I was just going to sit on the sidelines in the audience area, and to be that silent, witness, basically, of the expression of love for Roland, and especially that he does have that speedy recovery ahead. So, and that's why I thought, no, I will join in when you put the link there. I couldn't find it in the email. So I'm very happy. Thanks, Lola-Ann, that you actually put the link there. So, Roland, yes, just gather all that positivity that you do put out. Hold it to yourself and actually have that healing create that speed for you to be able to be better and back with us again. So it's wonderful to see all these faces here, but yours is missing. So come back soon. That's what I wanted to express. So
thank you, Roz. Thank you for getting up in the middle of the night. What time is it in Australia right now?
It's about 3 a.m. So,
wow.
Yeah, I mean, you can see me with the dressing gown on.
That's so great. My eyes are tearing up that you're getting up in the middle of the night just to say hi to Roland and let him know you're thinking of him. It's so beautiful.
I just couldn't have missed the moment to be able to share with everybody, because I consider all the people that I'm seeing as friends. So, and it's really, it actually is hard to think of Roland experiencing another stroke and not being able to help in any way. So that's where technology can bring us all together in this way.
Right.
And I love it. I love Roland and want his family too to have that love expressed to them as well, because it's not just a single person that's affected with anything like this, as we know. So, yep, healing energy, love, and all that we can put together to actually send his way.
Thank you.
Thank you, Roland, for your part in my life. And it has been because of Hangouts on Air and all that experience. And I've loved the talks when we've had chats, more philosophical than actually work. So thank you, Roland. Come back.
Thank you, Roz. That is so beautiful. I love it. So we're going to have this. This is all being recorded, and it's going to be given to Roland when he's ready to hear it. Now, we had Sandy Mostick, and she dropped out. I hope she can come back in. The link is there, right, Lolan? So hopefully she will come back. Sandy and I did a program with Roland not too long ago that I felt was really historic. Sandy is the creator of the world's only site online, qcollege.org, where people who are deaf or hard of hearing can learn to use cued speech to communicate easily with 8 hand shapes around the mouth for all consonants and 4 positions around the mouth for all vowels. And Sandy's the mom of a beautiful daughter, Rachel, who's deaf, and they are pioneering the world's first online site, Q College, CUE-college.org. So we had a sign language interpreter and a Q-to-speech transliterator and Sandy and her mom talking, but I don't know what happened, why she's not here. So I don't know if other people would like to join us. If you are listening live right now, if Sherry Elise is there and would like to come into the program, I don't know, Lolan, if you can encourage them to join us, or Aaron, if you have friends and the Stroke TV program who would like to come in, this is your chance. And if you're watching after the program is over, please send your comments in the comment stream on this web page, differencemakersmedia.com, on the shows, Get Well Roland, and he will be able to see them. Elaine mentioned, thanks, Elaine. You have a few more comments to add while we're waiting to see if Sandy comes back. Go ahead, Elaine.
So Charmaine Hammond, 11 hours ago, wrote, sending healing thoughts, hugs, and positive energy to Roland. And Ross Boundy, she did put up a comment, so others can read that there. Andrew Hatchett, who was with us today but had to leave before the broadcast start, he sends along his wishes. He says, to both Roland and Barbara, my hopes and prayers for a speedy recovery. And Arthur Moorhead also sends along his love and prayers and good wishes to Roland.
Thank you. Well, you know, this is a kind of an unusual get well card. We're doing a video, loving, healing, positive energy card, and I'll, you know, before we adjourn. Oh, I was going to see if Sandy could come back. Yay, Sandy! Thank you. Would you tell us who you are? I was giving a little bio about you when you dropped out.
I heard it. I heard it.
Okay, so tell us who you are and any message you want to leave for Roland. Go ahead.
For some reason that there's like an echo and I'm hearing everything twice. So I will just say that I am so happy that you introduced me to Roland and I got to know him, and I'm thinking about him and with very warm thoughts, and I hope he gets better soon, because I really would love to continue getting to know him better and working with him. I think he's an amazing person, and I've listened to what other people have said about him, and I have learned so much more about him. And I agree that when he communicates with you, you wouldn't know that what he's been through. And every now and then he'll say, excuse me, that this happens because I've had a stroke. And I'm like, whoa. I just can't believe how dedicated he is to helping others. And I'm so grateful that he helped, like you said, with the program that we did. And I hope to see him back at work, helping people again, which, you know, I so much hope that he'll be well again. Thank you for letting me say hello and give my good wishes.
Thank you, Sandy. I know he's going to love hearing from you.
I'm going to sign out because everything's happening twice for me.
That's okay.
Sorry.
That's right. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
So we're going to just, it's hard to close because I could just feel this beautiful energy with all of us. And so I'm going to just ask everyone who's left here on our screen, who wanted to say one last message, because I think that everyone who's wanted to join has already been here, at least on screen. And I just wanted to say, and we'll go to each of you on the screen, I wanted to say, Roland, you know how much you mean to me. I don't want to get too emotional. I'm trying to hold it in, but I just feel so lucky to know you. You're like one of the best friends I've ever had. I know that whenever I'm down, I don't want to cry. Whenever I'm down, I know that I can count on you to be up and lift me up and see the best in me, you know, maybe even more than I can see in myself. You've helped me with creating my website, been on my shows, been my very good friend. We've had the great opportunity to be together in person 3 different times in California, and have gotten to know Barbara, your beautiful wife, and your family. And you're part of me, Roland. You are a part of my spirit, and I'm going to just pray for the positive. I don't want to think of negatives, because you always say to look to the positive. And as Aaron knows too, you say, open yourself up to joy, expand in joy. And that's what we're going to do our best right now. We're going to expand in joy for you and hold you up and just let you know how much we all love and care about you so that you will heal very quickly. We love you, Roland. Love you. Okay, anyone would like to go next? Go ahead.
I just want to make sure that, Roland, that you know that Bill was here before before we went live. I have a feeling that maybe he had a sort of a technological drop off, because he certainly was here, as was Andrew, who had the lawnmower guy was coming in. He knew the sound was going to interfere. So, and I just had to get up a few minutes ago and close my door because somebody's alarm was car alarm was going off out on the street here. So, you know, life and work happens to all of us, especially when we're playing with video and electronics, etc. But I just want to say, gosh, I remember never missing Saturday morning Smarties for must have been a couple of years, Molly, as you say. And I really appreciate the support that Roland gave when in my being your own CEO. He was a regular contributor and visitor for quite some time. So so come back soon, Roland. We miss you.
Thanks, Roland. So I'm going to ask, Elaine wants to share a few more comments that have been coming in on the comment screen. So Elaine, let's turn to you.
So Sherry Elise, I don't know if she spoke with us earlier, but some of her written comments earlier were healing hugs, love and strength coming from both Anna and myself. We're holding you up and cheering you on. You are a powerhouse, and all of our support is with you, Roland. Anna Giannoni, co-parenting in harmony, left a message. Sending prayers and love to you, dear Roland. Focus on getting well. We need people like you to make this world a better place. You haven't finished your mission, so dear one, speedy recovery and quick return in full strength. Sending positive vibes, Anna. Mary Barnhart left a message. Sending prayers and love to you, Roland, to have the strength and determination to make it through this challenge you're facing. We are here for you, as you have been for so many others, to pray for your strength and recovery. Bill Graham says, hey, buddy, Laura Lee and I are sending prayers for both you and Barbara, asking for your speedy recovery and quick return. We'll talk soon. And lastly, a message from Bert Kempner. And this one really says it all. I love you, Roland. May your recovery be rapid and complete. Bless you, my wise and warm genius of a friend. And my own last words of reflection are, Roland's love and kindness touched each one of us, and his love ripples out to all the world through us. It will continue to do so in whatever way we're able to be in touch with him. Oh, this power of love in each one of us and the beautiful connections that we're making. Thank you, Roland.
Thank you, Elaine. That was really beautiful. Molly, you've already spoken, but if you want to say any last words, I'm happy to share that with our audience.
Sure. So praying for a speedy recovery for you, Roland. You definitely touched a lot of lives with the Saturday Morning Marketing Smarties. You definitely touched mine. I know that your networks come together for you. We're all here for you. We all want you to have a speedy recovery. Sorry about that. Hang on. we're here for you. You've touched a lot of lives. You've helped a lot of people, and that's what it's all about. And we're here to help you.
Thank you, Molly. That was beautiful. I have someone else here. I don't know who's. Oh, Aaron. Aaron took off the camera. I don't know if you want to say a last word. I just think, Aaron, it's really meaningful. I know you've got a lot of emotion in you right now because I feel it. I mean, I think it's beautiful that you and Roland together have pioneered a stroke TV show, and you are helping stroke survivors or stroke people who've had a stroke be able to really reinvent themselves and speak up. And Roland has been your partner and your colleague and your best buddy to help bring a lot of hope and inspiration and love to people who've been dealing with strokes. So Aaron, if you want to say a last message, you can. You don't have to be ready spoken, but I want to turn it over to you for a moment.
Roland, all I can say, you always told me, I am the happiest man you ever saw. Roland, you are the happiest man ever. I picture you laying in bed with a smile on your face. Which is, I know what it's like. I know the dark energy of laying in bed in the hospital after a stroke. I knew what it's like. This is probably the single most powerful spiritual connection. Everybody's spirit, everybody's energy coming together for you is something I've never experienced in my life. So, bro, thank you for bringing us all together. Thank you for the energy of your love. I'm going to miss you this Friday in our show. I love you, bro. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you all. Let's all keep Roland in our prayers, in our hearts, sending him continual love, support, healing energy. We all have that energy within us, and we can send it out at any time to those we love. I believe in you, all of you listening, to please send your love to Roland. And Roland, we believe in you in healing yourself. We're here for you. So until later, hasta la vista. We love you, Roland, and we're going to be keeping you in our hearts. All the best, and thank you all for participating. You were so special to me. Thank you. Bless you. Bye-bye.